So let's start by taking a deep breath in and bringing that breath like a spiral around us, all the way into the ground. And through the ground, through the earth, all the way deep down into the core of our planet. And planted there. And with the next breath out, guide that breath through this connection we just laid up through all the layers, back to ourselves and into our core. And with the next breath in, we reach up into the sky, like a little smoke signal being carried up by the wind, all the way up into our atmosphere, piercing that protective layer, and bringing it up all the way to the sun. And with the next breath out, we pull that warmth, that solar energy, that fire back down to us through our heads and into our heart. And as it's slowly warming our heart, relaxing the muscles there so it can open. We lay a little thread of light from our heart into our core in the shape of the figure eights, the infinity, bringing that solar energy down into our core. And from our core, we bring up the beautiful energy of the earth back to our heart so that it becomes this infinite flow of grounding and creating. And we just observe with our inner eye how that energy is flowing within us, how it shifts our system, how it affects it, and how our body reacts to this. And let's try to find that meeting point where the two energies come together. And let's pull that point up so it goes straight through our solar plexus, meeting there. And again, let us observe what it does to us as these energies come together and moving through. And if we're sitting down, maybe we can sit up a little bit straighter. And again, observe how the shape shifts of the infinity symbol we have placed in our body. How much more room it has if we step in our full presence and take up that space that belongs to us, that is meant for us. And if you're laying down, we can do the same just by stretching out. And feel into that shift. What qualities does this shift have? Does it have a texture? Is it visible? Is it colorful? Does it make a sound? Can we hear the rush of it? Or is it very calm? Maybe it has a taste. Whatever it is, let's allow our mind to follow it, observe it, maybe even play with it for a little bit. What can we imagine where we can create with this? Where can we go with this? How we can expand our whole being into the space that was always there and always meant for us. And if we're countering restrictions or limitations, we can listen to them. What is the worst that can happen if we don't take up that space? What happens to that energy that wants to be used by us? Maybe we can feel how it's contracting. More and more. And what effect does that have? What effect does that have on our body, on our mind, on our whole system? And we just witness. And we can ask ourselves, do I want to be in that energy, in that contracted space? Or do I want to step out and step into expansion, where the energy can move freely and support me? Where I can be just me. So let's take a deep breath in again. And bringing it into a solar plexus. And imagine how it's expanding outwards with the next breath out. How it's expanding the grounded solar energy throughout our body, through our skin, and out into our fields. And let's check in with how big our field is today. With every breath out, let's see where are the edges of a field or aura today. How far up can I go? And how far down? Forward? And how much does it extend behind me? Where are my boundaries today? Where do I feel that my energy is leaking? Leaking outwards. So let's bring our awareness there and hold it there for a second so we can restore the boundary with a beautiful breath of light. And as it's reweaving, our energy boundary, let's check if there are other spots that need our attention. And bring our awareness there. And again, heal that boundary, that space, that edge of a field with a powerful breath of light. Amen. Iyanakaya, Oriana, Iyanakaya, Oniakana, Iyamakanuya, Itaviano, with this, we seal all the open wounds that kept us from fully embracing how energy and to anchor that knowledge back into ourselves with grace. We return our awareness to our heart. And we smile at it and thank it for working so hard for us every day to keep this body alive, so we can fulfill our purpose. And with the next breath in, let's bring our attention back to our solar plexus. And let's thank ourselves for being here, for being here today, and for allowing our nervous system to return to ourselves, to calm down, and to refresh our energy. And with the next breath out, let's bring that life force, extend it down into a core. Maybe we can notice the difference, but how much stronger and how much more powerful we got in the time we sat with ourselves here and the now. And how excited this energy has become to be used by us, how it wants to be taken out into the world. Now wants us to create from there. And again, let's thank that energy for reminding us that it's there and it's here to support us, and that it keeps showing up for us even when we forget it's there. And with that, take another breath in and send it down, this bigger eight, this infinity symbol within us. And follow it all the way through it. And back out. And so it is. And so it will be.